Guys, welcome to the I Love CVille Show. My name is Jerry Miller. It's great to be with you on a Tuesday. Thank you kindly for joining us. We love to connect with you through the I Love CVille network. Today's show I'm very, very excited about. We have, I call them power couple, and Mariah McKenney and Mike Kopeny on today's program. We're going to talk about life as small business owners, life as entrepreneurs, what it's like to be in a relationship with a fellow small business owner. From one small business owner to another, my wife is a saint. I'm clocking 65, 70 hours a week, a lot of times working on the weekends. So having someone in your corner that's your champion and supports you is very, very important, and these two embody those qualities. Before we welcome Mike and Mariah to the program, we'd like to thank some of the clients we work with. We are an advertising agency at I Love CVille and VMV Brands. We wrap 114 clients as of this morning on the second floor of our building, the Macklin building. We love working alongside small business owners. One of our favorites is Interstate Pest and Service Companies. We represent all aspects of their brand. Anything that you see in the marketplace originates here. The business started in 1969 with the first generation, Mr. Robert Wells, who used his personal truck and payphones in Charlottesville to build the business. And today, 4 generations of family are running it, and they have almost 100 team members. What a success story. Same with Dr. Wagner of Scott Wagner Chiropractic and Sports Medicine, changing people's lives through physical therapy, chiropractic care, and sports medicine. I can tell today's show is going to be hopping. Lena White says we're not worthy. She's watching the show. Claire Sullenberger, hello. Give it a like, give it a share. Stephanie Ragland, Fitzgerald Bard, Steve Rappaport of NBC 29, Drew Goodman, hello and welcome to the broadcast. Judah, studio camera, and then Two Shot. Hello, guys. How are you?
How's it going, Jared? Thanks for having us.
It's our pleasure. You're looking sharp. You look very beautiful.
Thank you.
First question goes to you. Why don't we talk about what makes you tick, your passions, your hobbies, and your interests?
Well, I'm from New Hampshire, so I'm very outspoken.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think you could agree.
Oh, absolutely.
My passions, let's see. Grew up snowboarding about 5 miles down the road from my house. Love winter sports. Hockey, of course. I'm a big Bruins fan. we have a little hockey rivalry in the household. Yeah, and just my passion is hair. I grew up in my mom's salon and watched her, and now I'm doing it too.
How did you get from New Hampshire to Charlottesville?
Yeah, so grew up in a small town. Time to move on.
Ready to peace?
Ready to peace. Yep. I have a brother down here and his wife, and he's in the Army. So just came down for a little family support. They opened their home to me, and I loved it here. So still here. Met this guy.
Nice. I'm going to ask you about that.
Hopefully, hopefully I keep her around.
We're going to get you in the mix. You've done very well here.
Yeah, I think so.
Brittany Moore says, woo, yay, Kopeny and Mariah. Charlie Owen says, yo, 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 CVille. What's up, guys? If you have any comments you want to relay, Keely Kitchens is watching in Georgia. Just put it in the comment section and pass it along. Mike, you own an awesome business. We're going to get to that in a matter of moments. I've heard from many a person, including Brian Ashworth, including from Charlie from Disco Risque, who's watching right now.
Of course.
That you're just a badass MFer.
I guess, yeah. I guess you could say that.
A guy that loves life to its fullest.
Yeah, man.
What are you all about?
Well, the past 4 years has pretty much been just Martin's Grill.
You've been grinding.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mariah, too. Yeah, she's there, too. Just cooking at Martin's, trying to turn things around from where we picked it up. I feel we've done a good job about it. Just recently bought a food truck.
Can't wait to talk about that.
That's going to take a whole lot more time. And then hanging out at the house, watching hockey, hanging out with our dogs.
Playing with the dogs.
Yeah. 2 dogs?
2
dogs.
Yeah, I see you posting a lot of the dogs on social. How about this question? And why don't I ask him?
Sure.
So that way you can see if he remembers that it's actually right.
Okay.
How did you guys meet, and how did this romance start?
Oh, how do we meet?
Yeah.
Oh, at Timberwood.
At Timberwood.
Of course, yeah, that's the easy one.
Okay.
That's the easy
so
one.
You charmed her?
Oh, always.
Yeah?
Of course, yeah.
She's got the giggle over there. You come across as a charming guy.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. Yeah,
What was the line you used?
I'm pretty sure I said, "Are you even old enough to drink yet?"
That
when
was
she
the
taking a
first
shot.
one, yeah.
First thing he said to you? Mm-hmm. Okay, you shot your shot with that?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the
Okay.
second conversation we had, I was wearing a Bruins shirt, and of course he gave me lots of crap for that, and then we just started talking about hockey
As
to each
a
other.
grew up a Blackhawks fan.
I was going
Yeah.
to ask you. So you're
Yep.
a Blackhawks fan, you're a Bruins fan.
Yep.
So you were wearing the Bruins shirt in Timberwood. Okay, and were you old enough to drink?
I sure was.
Okay, so the conversation starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then what happened?
Well, I have to bring up 2013 when the Blackhawks beat the Bruins in
Oh.
the finals. So, just an easy one.
How does that make you feel?
I'm used to it now. It's fine.
Yeah?
It's
fine.
We just say 17 seconds now.
Oh my God.
We just say 17 seconds and it's fine.
It's fine.
John says, Jerry, you call them a power couple. I say they're cute as a button couple. Am I right? Tyler Berry, who has a food truck, Catch the Chef, is watching the program
Cool.
as we speak. Okay, so you guys meet at Timberwood Grill. Timberwood Grill is banging. Love the restaurant. Love the people behind it. What was the first date? Do you remember the first? You obviously remember the first date. Do you remember the first date?
I do. It was the Italian restaurant. I'm trying to remember the name. What is it?
Tavola.
Tavola. Took her to
Dang,
Tavola.
dude.
I
Yeah.
know.
Dropping some ducats
Well,
on the
I
first
started
date.
with
Going
that
in with a
terrible
bang.
line.
Yeah.
I started with that terrible line, so
Yeah,
I
right.
had to take her somewhere nice.
Okay, so how did it go?
I think pretty well. Yeah. She's still hanging around.
Still here?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. So Tavola on the first date. When did you start? Now, you mentioned off air that Martin's Grill, you're the third owner.
Yes.
And you worked for the first and second owners.
I did, yeah.
Talk to me about that evolution from Timberwood to Martin's Grill.
Yeah, so just out of high school, I'd come back from college on summers and
Where'd you go to high school?
Albemarle.
Okay.
Went to Albemarle.
Proud
Yeah.
Patriot.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's why Drew Goodman's watching
That's
right
right.
now.
I'd
Okay.
imagine so.
Okay.
Come back from summers at college and worked there. A bunch of my friends worked there. It was a nice, easygoing job. I could hang out with my friends. So I worked for original Ryan Martin there. Then back and forth. Then I kind of went to Timberwood for a little bit. That's where I met Charlie. Then the Kaufmans bought Martin's Grill. And then I kind of went back and forth between Martin's and Timberwood there. And then kind of had the idea that I was going to start my own restaurant. I was kind of ready for it. I was talking to a small business council here in town, and they kept warning me not to start my own restaurant, to buy an existing restaurant. And I
That's good advice.
said, yeah, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I don't know any restaurants I want to sell. And they said, go ask the owners right now. So I did. And he said, yeah, I'd love to sell it to you. And
amazing.
put a deal together in like 2 or 3 months and bought it January 1st, 2016.
When he approached you, or he's brewing this idea about doing this, what were you thinking, Mariah?
I actually wasn't here
Yeah,
yet.
we weren't together yet.
No.
No,
Nope.
no.
Okay.
I came along about 5 months after he bought it.
Okay. So you are in the thick of starting a business and able to woo and romance a beautiful girl?
Something like that, yeah,
Good,
absolutely.
Renaissance man. Jeebus.
Something like that.
So let me throw this to you. Why don't you give a snapshot of what you are doing now? Also an entrepreneur and businesswoman. And then I want to talk about how you guys manage schedules and dynamics. Is yours weekend intensive?
Yeah, specifically through wedding season, it's
Right.
definitely weekend intensive.
Because that's how we met, guys. She did a phenomenal job. My wife Lauren's look and hair, and we cannot, and Lauren's watching right now, recommend you enough of what you do.
Thank you.
Every bride and bridal party that's watching this program should hire you.
I would love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So give us an introduction of what you do.
So, when I first moved to Charlottesville, I had just left my mom's salon, and I wasn't really quite sure how working for someone else was going to go. I tried a couple places, and I just didn't love it. I didn't love the environment, and I always knew restaurants as well. So, Timberwood was also my first job here, and actually, I had met someone who was in the wedding industry. Worked for her for a little while, moved on, and I actually worked for Nikki at Glow Out for a little while.
Yeah. Who's since moved to Florida.
Yep, she
Just
had a baby.
A son.
She did.
Yeah? Luca, I believe?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, so I worked for her for a little while. It was fantastic. Just kind of started to grow. Moved on to another salon where I grew even more, and now I'm doing my own thing. I'm renting a suite. I am my own boss. I don't have anybody under me. I love it. Yeah. Me, myself, and I make my own hours, set my prices, take the clientele that I want to take. So yeah, it's going really well so far.
I love it. So what was the conversation like then when she launched her brand and her business? I'm sure you had some feedback.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was all about it.
Yeah.
I knew, I see the work she does. I know, I see what she does, and I know she could be successful at it. So I was with her the whole time, pushing forward for it.
I've got to applaud you. I mean, it takes so much like guts and courage to be a business owner.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that. But dude, you have some vision. I mean, like Charlottesville's like the freaking like wedding capital of the East Coast.
East Coast for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Charlottesville and Charleston.
Yep.
As two major
Number
players.
one and number two, yeah.
And on top of that, disposable income. A ton of UVA female students. I don't know if that's your, maybe it is your demo.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
market them.
Talk to me about gaining market share and like growing the brand here.
So I market a lot to the sororities at UVA.
Okay.
They're my brand. I love it. They know so many people. They spread the word. They're fantastic clients. They're also sweet. My other market is really just all of my friends in restaurants. We frequent so many restaurants and we have so many friends in restaurants that it's just like this big pool that just keeps going, like a ripple effect of everybody just spreading the word for me, and it's just fantastic.
You'll appreciate this. Brittany Moore says, she is doing the hair for my wedding. Mariah is talented and amazing. Brittany Moore, one of the best basketball players from Orange County High School. She was a rock star basketball player.
She sold us our house, too.
Yeah, she was our realtor.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, isn't that so crazy with Charlottesville?
Oh, and she was marrying one of my best friends growing up.
Stop it.
Yeah, we'll be at the wedding,
and we played lacrosse with.
Dude, so I've been here 20 years. You've been here all your life?
92.
Okay, so you've been here, quick math, 28 years.
Yeah, just about.
Doesn't it crazy of how it gets like smaller and smaller? Can you give me a firsthand story that you kind of just did right there of how it's like everyone's like 3 degrees apart?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
it's crazy.
Just the fact that we both know, Charlie, and we tell you know kind of like the same stories of Charlie.
Yeah.
And Ashworth.
Yeah, and Ashworth, exactly. I mean, half the time I see your show come on, I know them from either restaurants or Mariah or a friend of a friend all the time.
How about Martin's Grill, man? You got a killer brand. You got a killer business. Your food is priced fairly. It's delicious. You do high volume. You got great regulars.
Yep.
I think you're filling like a critical need on that side of town.
Yeah,
it's
there's
a
not much,
locally owned brand.
Yeah.
What was it like buying a restaurant from an existing restaurateur, being the third owner? Mm-hmm. And then what were some of the ideas that you kind of like rolled out besides the food truck? I want to highlight the food truck of how you kind of are taking it to the next level.
Yeah, so it's actually, I feel like it would probably be easier buying an existing restaurant than starting a new one. It was definitely a safer option, that's for sure. There wasn't as much risk involved. So, yeah, it's definitely the way to go is definitely buy an existing restaurant. It's still nerve-wracking. Like, I'll give you an example. The first day I opened, so I bought January 1, 2016.
Okay.
So we're closed for New Year's Day, though, which we usually are anyway. So January 2nd, I believe, was a Saturday. And I'm all nervous, here's our first day going. And of course, it's Saturday, sort of busy anyway. And then also, just because now new ownership, I have all my friends in there. Place is packed, and the hood vent goes down. And it's an open kitchen, it's just one big room, really. So the entire restaurant fills up with smoke on my first day. And I could just feel the nerves start. I could just start sweating.
And were all your
like,
friends like, Mike, what are you doing, Mike?
I was ready to throw in the towel. I was like, I guess I'm done. I tried, I'm done. But
how'd you fix that?
I
Did
just
you
had to
open
call.
the doors?
Yeah, exactly.
Use a
Yeah,
fan?
yeah. One door, second
On
door.
January 2nd.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's freezing. It's winter.
Put your coat on. I don't know. You got to do it. But made it through the day and made it another 4 years. So still going.
That's amazing. Talk to us about the food truck.
Yeah. So food truck idea I've had for a while.
Yeah, it's a great one.
I feel like there's more breweries and wineries in Charlottesville than there are food trucks.
Amen.
So I feel like there's a void to be filled. I feel like our food is perfect for a food truck. Burgers, Phillies, hot dogs, barbecue, fries.
One of my problems, I drink way too much. I say it constantly on the show. One of my problems of going to a brewery, and I love to drink beer, is like there's never absorbers there to help me continue to consume.
Yeah. A cheese platter,
Right.
charcuterie plate
Right.
is not really going to cut it for me.
And I'm not going to say which brewery this is. A 2-day-old pretzel is just not going to cut it.
Not cutting it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you're feeling like these guys are having beers. They want to stay sticky at the brewery.
Yeah.
Why don't I give them something greasy that's
Why don't you give
delicious?
them a greasy burger, man?
Yeah.
I feel like that was an easy call. So I've been playing with this idea for a couple years. And finally came across we found a builder up in Manassas, El Hodge Group is the name of the builder if anyone's looking into it, that buys USPS trucks at an auction and strips them and waits for someone to come along and tell them what they want in the truck, what equipment. And so they put out brand new equipment in there. So that's what we have. We've got a truck with 16,000 miles on it.
Shut the front door. That is
All
amazing.
brand new equipment in it, and cheaper.
What's the price point on something like that? Can I ask? Is that ballsy? A question?
It's south of 50. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
It's south of 50. Yeah,
So a lot less than opening a restaurant.
absolutely.
Also
Okay.
a
Yeah.
lot less than buying a used one. He was looking at used ones for years.
Yeah?
And I mean, you're limiting your search because you need something kind of to your specs, and
Yeah.
he's not finding exactly what he needs, and it's around the same cost. So
Yep.
buying a truck and building it out to exactly what he needs was absolutely the way to go.
Love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
Absolutely.
What was the conversation like when you guys were talking about this? Throw that to you.
I mean,
You're like, this is a no-brainer.
yeah,
Oh, she
totally
wants to-
no
she
brainer.
wants to-
I'm
she
going
wants
to
to work
be
on the
there.
truck.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
She's
I
all
mean,
about
I
it.
work in Martin's at least two times a week.
Yeah, she's
I
there
love it
helping you out,
there.
absolutely.
Like I said, I know restaurants. I've been in them for years, bartending, managing, serving, everything. So
And is it not an opportunity to see each other?
Yeah.
I mean, what is the schedule? Can you give us an insight into the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, my schedule is who knows what it's going to be.
Of course.
I kind of just schedule around what other employees want off. Honestly, if we don't have anything going on,
Yeah.
I'm going to be
In
fine
there.
at the restaurant.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. She's busy at the salon, Tuesday through Saturday,
pretty much.
and then Monday and Sunday you're helping out the restaurant.
yeah.
So we definitely don't have as much time at home with the dogs as we'd like anymore.
Yeah.
But when we do have time off, we just go home and open the door and let them run around and
Yep.
just hang out at home and just relax.
A lot of comments coming in.
Okay.
I'm going to get to
Can't
some
wait.
comments. Some of them a little ballsier than others.
can imagine.
Charlie Owen says the Quadzilla burger plus a food truck equals retire early for these two people. Lily Brookman says, woohoo.
Okay.
Will, I'm sorry I'm messing your last name up. Will
Nafay.
Oh, Nafay. Yeah.
Nafay, thank you.
Yeah.
Mike and Mariah are the Bob. Brian Kozich.
Kozik.
That's Brittany's.
That's Brittany's fiance.
His congratulations, Mike and Mariah.
Thanks, Steve.
Ryan Shepard has multiple comments.
I can
Ryan
only
Shepard
imagine.
says,
That's Ryan Shepard Martin, by the way.
yeah, he says, tell Kopeny Martin has his eyes on him. Lol. He's doing a great job with carrying on the tradition that I started. Mike was a good employee and a hard worker, and I'm still taller than him inside. That's a joke. Please let him know that was only a joke.
I wasn't standing on a soapbox for my driver's license, Martin. Don't forget that. That's what he always used to tell me.
Bo Stockton, Michael's Bistro, love Bo. He's come on this program. Mariah is a pro. Congratulations, guys. You guys are fantastic. You're getting some props as well from, a lot of people right now. Darlene McKenney,
That's
family.
my mom.
Where's she watching?
She's watching in New Hampshire.
She's watching in New Hampshire. Meredith Brown, welcome to the program. Jamie Stuckey, Angelique Durham. Doug Niven is watching down at NBC 29. Huge fan of Dougie. John Gordon says, tell Kopeny to tell the story of how he used to listen to me on 3WV at 13. Then I ended up working with him for over 10 years. How about that story?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we worked together first at Timberwood. We kind of started at the same time. And then he worked for me over at Martin's too for a while. And I definitely remember he started telling me a story about how he was in radio. And then, I know him as Gordo, but he said John Gordon, and it just struck a memory that I remember listening to the 3WV, like you said, when I was 13 years old, going to bed, and he had some late night show, Late Night with John Gordon. I was like, holy shit, I remember you, man. I remember that being a kid and listening to you, man.
Sarah Thomas, so happy for you guys. Very determined couple. Congratulations. Brian Sheffield, congratulations, Cope. Miss you all. Throw this to you guys. Starting a business. A lot of people watch this show that are small business owners or are thinking about doing it. Give me the gambit of emotions. What you were feeling, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
So
Because it's freaking hard.
It is, yeah. I knew that I was ready, so I had that emotion. I was like, yep, I'm doing this. Then I would go kind of like a roller coaster. I'd be, really high, like, yeah, I'm doing this. I've got all my stuff in line, licensing, ordering, all my products that I need, getting all these super cute decorations. And then I'd, kind of have a minute where I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do? Like, am I gonna be able to do this? And then I'd, go back up and come back down. And it kind of went on for a couple weeks. And then my first day in my space. I was fully booked. I had, some of my really fantastic regulars, and I just felt at home. It was perfect.
Because you already had, and correct me if I'm wrong, you already had like a client list that was loyal to you. Mm-hmm. So like, did you fear at all that they were going to not follow?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, and that's the beauty of social media. I have a lot of them, that's hence why I market to, sororities, and they're so heavy on Instagram and social media that a lot of them follow me on there, and I just had to announce it on there. And, I was getting messages, I was messaging people, I've had all of the great responses. Everybody has been so excited for me and loved the space, and just, I've even gotten an influx of customers too, just wanting to support me, friends of friends.
I think so. I feel like you have.
Yeah.
How about this question, and I'm going to throw it to both of you, but answer for the other person. Why do you think she is a great small business owner, great businesswoman?
She's confident. She's very professional. When I try to sleep in the morning, she's up going for the day.
Which is funny because that's definitely switched.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you like to sleep a little more?
I am not a morning person.
I'm not a morning person either.
At all.
So like my better half, and she like keeps me on my A game. Like I feel like having like someone in your life that they're different and they'll hold you accountable. Like she'll just like leave the door open, our son will be screaming, she'll turn the TV on, she'll like be like running the hair dryer, and I'm like, all right, I gotta get
up. Yeah.
Right, yeah, okay. Right? But like, how about this? What makes him good at what he does?
He loves what he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been doing it for so long, and you can see his passion in the restaurant, and just changing so much from what he, where he got it, making all of these really amazing changes as to smoking his own meats and now having a food truck. He's so passionate about it.
Smoking your own meats.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I
don't know. I just
That's
started
not
doing
easy.
That one day. It's not. I mean, I definitely screwed up sometimes still. Just the other day I screwed it up. But, it gets easier and easier. No Brian Ashworth by any means. But, I put a little smoker outside and a little
Barbecue and
propane.
brisket.
Yes, I do. Pork barbecue, and I do brisket sandwiches, and every once in a while I'll do like some pork belly or something. I'll do some specials and do some weird things.
Smoke some stuff for some friends.
Yes, yeah, exactly. My friends stop by. I probably shouldn't be saying that from
Right.
the health department, but
Right. Oh, yeah.
it's fun though.
We don't do that.
I
don't
do
know.
enjoy doing that, and just sitting outside and sitting in the fresh air and rolling the smoke. It's
You
fun.
guys both strike me as like having the gift of human connection and just like loving people, like getting energized being around people.
I am a social creature for sure.
Yeah, me
I
too.
do. Love
That's
being
why
around
I
people.
see it.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that and like how it like just like jazz,
Yeah, and that's the beauty of at Martin's. We have an open kitchen, so
You're just
people-
going up and talking.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I talk to people from the kitchen, yell to the tables. I'll talk to regulars and just ask them about their day and how the kids are doing, how the business is going. People sit at the bar and they want to talk sports, and we just have sports on, and good music playing all day, and just it's an inviting culture and brings good people in, and people want us to hang out and talk, and I love doing that. It's
Same
a lot of
question
fun.
for you. When someone sits in your chair, you're like, part, confidence creator, part like therapist,
Yeah.
part like great listener. I mean, you're wearing a lot of hats.
I am a fantastic listener. Honestly, I don't really like to talk a lot. I'm not going to lie. I like for my clients to come in and just tell me about their life, tell me about what they love, what they don't love, their kids, their dogs. I love dogs. Tell me all about your dogs. Just everything. And I like to listen. I don't like to bombard them with my life. If they want to know about me, by all means, I'll tell them all about me. But like I said, I'm not really a huge talker.
Caitlin Mancini's watching. Welcome to the program. Aaron King, who is the director of catering, I believe, at Feast, is watching. Dougie Niven says, can't wait to check out that food truck, bruh.
Nice, Dougie.
Sarah Thomas is giving you some more props here on the program. Your father, I believe, is watching, Mariah.
Yeah.
Proud of you, Rip.
Yep.
Rip.
Is that
That's my
Dennis?
father. Yeah.
Dennis is watching. Where's Dennis watching?
New Hampshire.
Angelique Durham, I absolutely love this. Pamela Mackey, this is so exciting. What's happening right now? Give it a like and a share, and any comments you want to pass along, just put it in the feed. Throw this question to you. What is the food truck? How are you going to manage the food truck?
That's a good question.
Brick and
I don't
mortar
know.
restaurant? Because there's
don't
only
know.
one Mike.
Exactly. You sound like my father.
Yep.
What's the plan? You
Yeah,
figure out as you go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm planning on just booking events. Obviously, we're going to book events a month or two or more in advance, obviously. It's not really like call me up and I'll be there tomorrow. Obviously, I don't think how food
not
trucks
really
run.
realistic,
I'm not
yeah.
really sure how food trucks run, but I don't think that's how they run. But I've got a good group of friends and good group of employees that I could probably pull a couple shifts a week from. I've got some friends that used to work at Martin's that work elsewhere now, but since I've talked about the food truck, are really excited about jumping on there, like Taylor Pitts, who's down at CNO right now. He wants to jump on the food truck, so he's going to help me out. Buddy David Scott, I've been texting with today. He wants to jump on that. So if I can at least plan it ahead and have that day cleared, I won't be missing but so much out of the restaurant. That's kind of how I'm planning it. I mean, I might have to pull a couple extra shifts between the two, but oh well.
I love like the support that you just gave him there. That's how it would play out with Lord and I. You're not going to skip a beat about this, right?
Mm-mm.
I mean,
I'm going to be on the food truck as much as I can too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you're just going to be grinding there. Like, how about like the concept of family business? And like, because you guys not married, okay, nope. 4 years together, but still, the concept of family business and building like a legacy. Do you think about that at all?
I guess you think about it more than I do. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
not to put you guys on the spot.
No, not at all, man.
I mean, we're both building separate brands, but we're also building them together. Like, I obviously do a lot in the wedding industry, and he now has a food truck, so we kind of
refer.
Oh, we're thinking about making
a little package.
Yeah, we're doing a package, a hair and food package.
I think that would crush it.
Yeah.
I see like Aaron Watson, the photographer, is doing stuff like that with his better half.
Yep.
Laura and Eric Kelly, I think she was doing makeup and he was doing photography in the wedding industry. I don't think I've seen someone do
I don't think so.
Makeup, hair, and making people look good.
That's why I like
and then meeting them.
But it could work.
It could.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I totally respect this. How about this question? We all love to eat. How do you see like the restaurant scene in Charlottesville, Albemarle County, and Central Virginia? I mean, it's a pretty competitive space.
It is.
You want to take that one, Mariah?
I think.
But I'm gonna ask you.
Well, I think his location is key.
Oh my gosh, no doubt.
The north. People think the north end of Albemarle is like New York. It's like it's so far to them. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But
Man,
you know,
I've never come down here. I feel like coming downtown is far for me. But yeah.
But I mean, like you said earlier, that area needs it. Yeah, definitely. And that area, you know, I've seen you post a lot about all these restaurants closing that are in Stonefield and downtown, and it's just so hard to keep up with. Whereas he's in the right market where he is.
And I see, like you say, like the rent that people are paying that close. Yeah, I'm nowhere close to that.
It's wild.
And you got plenty of free parking.
Yeah, plenty.
Right next to your door.
No garage needed.
No issues there. I think you are in like such a freaking amazing spot, dude.
Yeah, and it's still growing. There's still neighborhoods going up all up and down 29 around us, north and south of us.
Yeah.
You ever think about another location?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, with the food truck now, I'm going to put that on the back burner.
Yeah.
For sure. Food truck will be enough for now, but it's definitely crossed my mind a couple times. There's, you know, plenty of areas in the surrounding area that can use more restaurants and are growing, you know, Zion's or Crozet, you know, big time spots. But that's going to be on the back burner for now. Definitely.
You got some questions coming in.
Okay.
Chris Williams says, you guys can do it. You guys rock. Kevin Carter says, yeah, Cope. Yeah, Mariah. Sarah says, that's something we as former employees of Martin's absolutely love. Kopeny will come back to his friends and former employees and give them a chance to help out. And I think we're all pretty willing to support his local business because we loved working there.
Thanks, Sarah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, right. That's
Callie Garrett, who's come on this program, says, hi, Mariah. So happy to know these fabulous people. If you have any comments, put it in the stream and pass it along. Tim says, I've eaten at Martin's a lot. Please ask your guests what some of his best sellers are.
Some of our best sellers.
Yeah.
Well, burgers, number one.
Of course.
Yeah, so any type of burger. You know, Phillies.
Philly's banging.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, you know, the smoked stuff that I do, so our barbecue and our brisket sandwich, the Lone Star. It's pretty big. That's Charlie's favorite, probably.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I'll do, like, special things. I'll do special burgers. I always try to do something weird and different and exciting. We definitely have regulars now that come in and just order specials.
Yeah.
Like, they literally just go, look at the specials board, don't even look at the menu. I'm like, I'll take that. I'll get that, and they'll do it 3 times a week.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fun.
This question's coming in. What does a date night look like for you guys?
What's a date night?
Right,
That's my
right,
question.
yeah.
What's a date
Yeah,
night?
what's a date night?
Totally relate to that.
We will go bowling on
do.
Wednesday
We bowl
nights
a
in our
lot.
bowling league.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're in a bowling
Are
league.
you a good bowler?
I'm pretty decent.
she is.
I average
Yeah.
about 124.
Dang, girl.
I'm all right. I'm getting better.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep. Yeah, we bowl
And
a
then
lot.
that and
hockey games,
yeah,
baseball
well,
games.
if we do that,
but,
we'll go. Yeah, we can get to DC and
Yeah.
try to go to either Cubs or Red Sox or
Okay.
Blackhawks or Bruins.
If you're
and-
not going to Martin's and
Yes.
you're not going to Kegler's,
Yeah.
where are you going for beer and food?
back to Old Faithful, Timberwood Grill.
Timberwood?
Yeah?
Yeah,
You
Respect.
can catch us there a
absolutely.
lot.
Yeah?
Absolutely. That's where we meet all our
What
friends
makes
there.
that business tick so well?
Great bar scene. It's
Yeah.
the location. There's
Pretty much,
and
no, similar to Martin's.
Yeah.
Local. You
Local,
know,
there's
it's a
nothing
good-
else like that in
it's
the
a good-
area.
It's a good local bar
Yeah.
on that side of town.
I love the Sunday, the football deal they have. It's the Blue Cup
The
special.
Cups, yeah.
Yeah, the Blue Cup
Absolutely.
special is great. I love
their house
getting,
is full of them.
Yeah.
Their house is full of them.
full.
So is ours.
Yeah.
So is ours. The big beer is priced so well.
Absolutely.
The food is priced well. I mean, I think like in a sea of like, how about this question? This is kind of like a macro question for you. You know, our generation, we're like the same age. I think we're kind of leaning more toward like approachable, give me this like paper cloth napkin as opposed to like a white cloth.
Linen, yeah.
Yeah, a linen
Sure, yeah.
napkin.
Yeah.
I want something where I can go in. I wear sandals constantly. I can wear sandals. I can wear jeans. I can have my shirt untucked. I can feel like it's home.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to knock fine dining or like any
Yeah.
of the restaurants out
Right.
there. I respect anyone that's running a small business.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm getting at?
Well, I feel like recently that's kind of the trend.
Yeah.
It's definitely kind of more relaxed now. I feel
Yeah.
like a couple, like 10 years ago, is more about the fine dining kind of scene, kind of making it look a little more upscale.
All the
But-
courses.
Yeah, but I think it's scaling back again.
Where do you think it's going to head again? How do you think third-party delivery is going to impact restaurants? Because that's a slimy freaking space, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
the
just
third-party
putting you
delivery.
on the website, even if you sign up, and next thing you know, you're getting orders coming in.
Even if you don't sign
Well,
up.
Yeah,
We got put on
Yeah.
Right.
DoorDash. DoorDash
Yeah.
put us on.
Postmates.
Yeah.
Grubhub.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's hard. They're putting up the wrong menu. They're putting up the wrong prices. They're putting up specials we don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And like the people calling in don't know our menu. They're in a different area. I don't have time to answer all their questions in a busy restaurant. It's tough.
This
yeah,
tough.
it's the third-party delivery system is a little weird.
It's super weird.
Do you think it's going to head down that road though, where like I'm
I
seeing
don't.
restaurants in New York, throw
Yeah.
this to you and get out of the way. I'm seeing restaurants in the city not even opening for seating.
Dining.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's just like
God,
they
I
have
hope
the,
not.
They have the kitchen, they have the menu, and then they use the delivery services.
Really?
No way in Charlottesville?
I hope not. I don't see it happening. I see it. I already see there's a backlash to the third-party delivery system. I see customers are unhappy with it a lot. I hear horror stories of people getting charged and not even getting their food.
Yeah, taking forever, wrong
yeah.
orders.
So I hope not. I hope it doesn't go that way.
You're getting this question for you. This is coming from Laura Monk. She says, Jerry, can you ask Mariah what she likes about working with brides and wedding parties? Stressful time for us. What does she like about doing it?
Honestly, it's not that stressful. Once you get there the day of, everybody's in just such a good mood. Everybody's happy, champagne, brunch, breakfast, everybody's just so happy. All of the brides that I've worked with and, my future brides, they're all very easygoing, very easy to communicate with. I feel like I'm a pretty easy person to get along with. I go with the flow a lot, so I always make whatever they need a priority, and if they want to change it, I'm up for changing it.
How does the booking work with you?
So
Because it's a process.
it is a process. I prefer emailed inquiries. They're more than welcome to message me on my Instagram, but I'll ask for an email from there just so, I
It's
can.
kind of like cleaner and more organized?
Yeah, a little bit more professional too, I find. I kind of break down my pricing. And yeah, it's easy. It's easy over email. They can call me if they want. They can text me if they want. I mean, I'll answer their text at midnight if I have to. But
What is like the time period like? From like start contact to finish service?
It really, really depends on the bride. I have someone I'm in contact with right now who has a May 2021 wedding.
Get out.
I have someone who
We're talking 18 months?
I mean, Charlottesville is a big wedding area. People are in demand, and people want to make sure that they get their preferred vendors. And yeah, so like I said, I have someone who I'm in contact with for May 2021, and I also have someone who I just booked for the end of April. So it really just depends. And since I just started my own business, I'm not as booked up. I mean, Amy Loop from Studio 321, she has been one of my biggest supporters. She's so busy, and I hope to be just like her one day. She is sending me all of the people she can't fit in. So I'm just trying to build. So I have a decent amount of dates available still, and that's why I was able to get someone in more last minute. April 25th is kind of last minute in the wedding world. But I'm glad that I can accommodate these people, and they still get a vendor that they're happy with.
How do you think we got to this point? I mean, people are spending, in some cases, north of $100,000.
Yeah.
How do we get to this point? Who and it's a good thing for the economy. It's nothing but positive here. How do we get to this point?
Pinterest.
You think so? Talk to me about that.
I think Pinterest, and I think Instagram, and I think...
Keeping up with the Joneses?
Yep. Just everybody has all these big ideas, and they just want the biggest, most beautiful wedding, and I'm here for it. I love it. But yeah, I think social influences have a lot to do with it.
How about this question? And you guys can plead the fifth on this question here. This question is coming in from multiple people. I'm going to use the paraphrase version. Speaking of weddings, when is the power couple looking to tie the knot?
I'm going to defer that to him.
You knew that was going to come up in some capacity.
I knew it. I don't know if he knew it.
I did not know about it. But, so anyway.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? We'll see. I'll plead the fifth on that, like you suggested.
Fair enough. We're going to another one. You're getting a lot. Kevin Carter says Timbo. Harry Staton says, keep rocking and rolling, guys. Kevin Carter says, I'm super proud of you guys. I am not going to get to all these comments. Linda Hartnett, you guys are so awesome. Melissa Howe, so proud of you guys. Give it a like and a share on any of these streams that you're watching. We'll get to some of these comments. Meredith Brown, hello. Alexis Hudson. Natalie Newman, watching the program as we speak. Linda Rice. Jamie Stuckey, Yasmin Veal, Christopher Eagle, welcome to the program, the realtor. How about this? We talk about this a lot on the show, Charlottesville. We are 2.5 years removed from August 12th. So this is really going to hit home from you since you've been here since 92.
Sure.
I've been here since 2000. So I've almost 20 years for me, almost 28 years for you. I was here on August 12th.
Yeah.
My little boy was about to be born, and I knew that he was going to be learning about this in history class, and I wanted to relay to him what Dad saw. Also own a lot of this building, was nervous about the building, and was outside watching here, our studio, and watching awfulness, like stuff that I'd never seen before. Yeah. And my wife, who help me shake this because I was in a funk for a couple months and I was just like in a haze. She's like, why don't you're going to see a therapist, Jerry, or you're going to do something that helps you like get out of this. And this idea was birthed. It was like spotlight positive of Charlottesville through the eyes and ears and mouths of people doing positive things like you two. How about I throw this question to you ladies first?
Okay.
What was going through your mind August 12th?
I mean, I was still so new here. Come May, I'll be here for 4 years, and like I said, I grew up in a really small town in New Hampshire, and I guess I was kind of blind and ignorant to the fact that hate like that existed.
Me too.
Yeah.
Said better than I could. So that's happening. How did that make you feel?
Sad. I mean, my mom and dad, who are in New Hampshire, 600 miles away, were calling me, asking me if I was okay.
Well, it's scary. I remember because you were still working downtown.
Yeah.
And we're worried about
you were working
getting out.
Where?
So I was working at Timberwood Tap House.
We went to Timberwood that day.
Yeah. So I actually had a wedding that morning out in, Orange or Gordonsville or something, and I didn't have a lot of service, so I didn't really know the effect of everything.
Okay.
I was headed into town, and I had to get on 250, and somebody, I don't even remember who it was.
Locked off the exit.
Somebody was texting me being like, don't go, there's trucks running people off the road. And I'm like, do I go to work? Do I not go to work? I'm
And
not
you went?
the type of person to let people down. I did go, but I kind of made a stink about it, to be honest with you. I was like, I shouldn't be here and we shouldn't be open. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I
You
told her not
don't
to
know,
go.
yeah.
Told her to come home.
We were at, it's so funny, this is another small world thing. My wife and I were there, and I saw, is it Adam? Adam was working that shift at Tap House. Dude, and he handled the situation
There was a table there.
Right.
That's what I remember
Yep,
thinking. When you
yep.
say that, I was like,
He
I'm pretty
did.
sure there's a
We
table
saw
there.
the whole thing play out.
You were, I think we were there
We
together.
were talking,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so he's like, I'm going to cover the tab
Yes.
and ask you guys to leave. And I was so impressed with him.
Yeah.
I mean, and he commands a presence because the dude is like freaking huge.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this dude just handled these fuckers better than like anyone possibly could.
Right.
I was so, what did it mean? 28 years in this community.
Yeah, well, I mean, you say you came from a small town. I still feel like this is a small town, so it's just so weird to be put on the national spotlight like that.
Yeah.
And to have people come into our town and, do what happened. And
Did you know that stuff existed here?
Never seen it, but yeah, I thought it did. I thought it did. You hear stories, but never seen it. But I knew something was going to happen that day. It was all over the news that day. I was working at Martin's that day, and
You were at Martin's?
I was at Martin's. We were dead because no one wanted to leave their house.
Right.
No
Everybody
one.
was watching the news.
So we just had the news on. And we had the volume up, and we might have had like 5 tables that day, and we just sat there watching the news and watching everything unfold live as it happened. And it's scary. Yeah, I mean, we were texting back and forth, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. And
Yeah.
then, and then after it was all kind of settled, then that helicopter went down, and we didn't know why.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh my god, like more stuff's gonna happen here. So just get home. I just wanted to be home with Mariah and the dogs.
What's our role in the community?
As who?
As
when you say
small
our.
business owners, as people that are passionate about Charlottesville, as someone who's been here 28 years, as a leader, whether you want to welcome the moniker or not, clearly you are by the people that are posting about you here. What's the role for us? Is the next generation?
Yeah. I think it's just spread the love. Try to spread the love. The hate's gonna be there in some people, whether you like it or not. But
Respect.
all you can try to do is just overcome it, overpower it, and
Be good people, raise good people.
just.
Is that what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, anybody can only know what's in them and if it's good or if it's not. So try to be good, surround yourself with good, and hope that hate doesn't come through.
Nice. Dang. Right there.
Right?
I've kicked some coverage over here right there. Andrew says this, tell him we're watching with Charlie right now, and he says he loves you. And Charlie says, go to Martin's, everybody, right now. How about this? Let's talk music. We love music.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to plug Disco Risque right now, right?
I don't know how many free tickets this is worth, Charlie.
Yeah.
How many free tickets?
Same for me, Charlie. Favorite music in the area and how spoiled we are to have what we have in Charlottesville.
Favorite music in the area? Well, it definitely is
Good
Disco
music,
Risque.
yeah.
They were amazing.
It definitely is. We
Yeah.
go to really all their shows.
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
texted me a couple days before any show and says, I'm going to drop off some tickets for you at the restaurant. I'm like, cool, I'll be there.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you guys have favorite venues?
We used to, at least, before you were here, I used to go to Jefferson a lot.
Yeah.
There's be so many good shows there. I feel like there's not as many anymore, at least not at my alley.
Yeah,
we still go there for a
still
good
go,
amount.
Or
yeah.
maybe the shows are still great and that maybe we're just getting older.
Oh,
Or that.
that's definitely it.
Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Getting old, yeah.
Do you ever think about that?
Yeah, new music just sounds
It
like shit
doesn't
to
do
me.
it for me.
No, it's
Yeah.
I
just
know.
Yeah.
Do we sound like our father?
absolutely
Oh,
Absolutely.
man. Do you ever think about that?
all the time,
Yeah? How so?
all the time. Well, because
I think about it
have
constantly.
I have some younger kids that work for me, like high school kids that work for me, and they talk to me about their music.
How old
they
are you?
play it. Me, I'm 33.
Okay. So
33,
you're a
yeah.
young man, 36 over here. You're a
Yeah.
young guy. Okay. And what are they saying to you?
Oh, well, they just told me about all the new music, and they play it for me, and I was like,
It's so bad.
it's not music.
Yeah?
And when this kid came up to me and goes, oh man, Juice WRLD died. And I was like,
Who the hell is Juice WRLD?
I don't know.
Wait,
I thought
and it's
that
not even spelled like you would think it would be spelled.
Is it-
I thought that was
Who even
a juice place. I thought it was like a smoothie cafe in the mall. I was like, what do you mean, Juice WRLD?
Orange Julius.
Yeah,
Who is
Orange
Juice
Julius.
WRLD?
Some rapper, I don't know.
I don't know. He died.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
he-
I mean, he
yeah,
died, but
yeah.
I have no idea what that is. And apparently, it was the biggest news that day. But
What is it like mentoring high school kids? What's it like working with high school kids?
It's interesting. I mean, I started there when I was just out of high school,
Right.
so I
you ever
understand
get
it.
like deja vu?
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like karma for how I probably used to act as a high school kid.
Why? You were
have to
saying
deal with
like
it.
you were doing stuff you shouldn't have been doing while working there?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. We'll leave that for
Yeah, right.
off air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me too. Charlie knows firsthand what we're talking about here.
Still do.
So now high school kids under your tutelage.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
I feel bad for them.
Yeah?
I feel so bad for them.
But you run a good ship, and
Yeah.
you keep it heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I know. I try to be fair.
Yeah?
Try to lead them in the right direction.
How
try
do
to,
you reprimand somebody?
Oh.
Does he
Good
do
question.
it? He does
That's
not
a good
do
question.
it? Who keeps people in line?
John.
Yeah, there you go, John.
Yeah, his
Yeah?
GM,
Yeah,
John.
yeah, my GM, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of feel if I do it, I overstep a boundary. But like, there's been instances where like he'll just stop scheduling someone instead of firing someone, and I'm like, if they do
easier that
something,
way.
you need to say
It's a
you
little
no longer work here,
I know.
right?
No.
I'm like, can I tell them, please?
Oh man, gosh, we got so many people watching right now. We'll get to some of these comments here in a moment. I don't think it's you overstepping. Is it overstepping?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know.
I don't really know.
I'm going to go ahead and say no just for the sake of making this conversation easy. No,
Yeah,
it's
there
not.
you go.
Yeah,
Sorry
keep
about
going.
I don't really care
I'm not gonna go down
regardless,
that
but
road
I
right
just
there.
mean sometimes you gotta lay down the law.
That's fine. Okay, I'll give you that permission now. Now,
Okay.
now you can do that.
Is the new generation that's out there different than us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you said yeah quick?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just
I'm
is
kind
it
of
the
in the
phone?
middle of a generation. I
Yeah?
feel like I'm only 25.
Okay.
Only 25. I'm
Okay.
25.
So we're in different generations.
Yes.
But you're an old soul.
I am. I like
Is that
whenever
safe?
whenever we go out, like especially to the Jefferson or like, you know, in a crowded place, I feel like I'm such a grandma. I'm like, don't touch me. Don't like you're so drunk. What are you doing? I like feel like a grandma. I'm like, get away from me. I want to be in my bed with my dogs.
Yeah, she's the one who has to drag me home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one who wants to stay out.
That's how it is with me and my wife.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I like,
absolutely. I
I mean,
need
I
that.
go out and I like to have a good time, but like I have bedtime.
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person, but like I have a wall that I hit at night where I'm like, I can't people anymore. Nobody wants to be around
What's
me.
that? What time is that wall? 10 o'clock?
No, like midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Depends
better
on
than
the day
mine.
I have.
Sometimes earlier.
Depends
Yeah,
on the
sometimes
day I have,
earlier.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know what? It's good because if it wasn't for Lauren, my girl, dude, I would be like, you know.
Let's get off air.
Yeah. All fairs. Let's just call it staying up to sunrise.
There you go.
Getting after it. How about the dynamic with like how you guys are complementary? And we've already kind of covered it.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, we're kind of the same.
Yeah.
Honestly, we're not that different. It's not like the opposites attract kind of thing. I
Yeah.
feel like we are kind of the same kind of soul.
Yeah?
Honestly, yeah.
I really like it. Roger Voidze, welcome to the program. Throw this question to you. This one's coming a lot. What can we expect, Cope, from the food truck? Same menu as Martin's?
It's going to be close to the same menu. Yeah, it's obviously going to be much smaller.
Yeah.
You know, much less room in there. But, yeah, burgers, Phillies, a barbecue, hot dogs, fries.
Why is the hot dog such an undervalued menu item?
I don't know. It's like my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, we need to play up that Chicago dog.
Yes.
You can't
There
find a
needs to
good
be
hot
Chicago
dog in town except for places like you. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, where else is a good hot dog in town?
I don't think I've
Yeah.
ordered a hot dog anywhere in
Right,
town
yeah.
since I was a kid. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I haven't had one.
And the Chicago dog is good?
You never had it?
I haven't had yours.
Oh, okay.
I've had a Chicago dog.
Okay, there you
why,
go.
Why are you hyping that?
Well, he's from Chicago. We visit Chicago a lot. We love Chicago,
Yeah.
other than the Blackhawks in 2013. But no, we love Chicago. We love Boston. We love Chicago. But I mean, I think he has hot dogs. He loves them. Play it up. It's a good.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
a good different.
ploy. It's it's
yeah.
not just, you know, around here you see chili and slaw dogs. That's kind of your normal thing, but something different, something to
Yeah.
catch your eye.
Let's relay some more comments. You guys are 50 minutes in. You've crushed this. Helene Austin. Danuta is watching.
Danuta, that's my mom.
Yeah, Danuta's watching. Love you guys.
Hi, Mom.
Is your mom watching here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Michael Amante. I'm happy I left Farmington Country Club. It's been great working for Mike. Love Bradley and Mike.
Gotcha.
Skip
See you, Mike.
Hudgens, the baseball coach at Western Admiral High School, welcome to the program. Ivan Rekosh, chef and owner at Zocalo Restaurant, is watching the show. Dude, Colin Bridge, hey Mariah and Mike, congratulations on your new adventure. Is that Colin from Decipher?
Decipher.
Yeah, Decipher. I love the beer there. Throw this to you. What does it mean? Dude, I'm not even going to be able to get to these comments.
Awesome.
What does that mean to you?
Oh, it means I didn't know there's that much love for us out there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah,
It's
how's it
awesome.
make you
Yeah, it's
feel?
great. Oh, I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm glad you reached out to me.
I'm glad you guys came on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Throw this to you. Give plugs for your brand and how the brides or brides-to-be that are watching can get involved with you.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I have 2 Instagrams. So I have my studio one, which is Sei Bella Studio. I think my Instagram name, I just made it. I can't even remember. Sei Bella Studio CVille. And then my Instagram that I kind of started a little while ago is called Braid Free or Dye. Dye is spelled D-Y-E, like hair dye.
Nice.
Kind of a play on Live Free or Die because I'm from New Hampshire. So either of those Instagrams you can message me from. Like I said, any bridal inquiries, message me, but I'll probably ask for an email. Shoot it to my email. And yeah, my brand in the salon is kind of custom lived in color. I love my clients dearly. I obviously have bills to pay as well, but I don't want to be draining their bank accounts. I want them to have a color that they can choose when they're ready to come back in for. I don't want them feeling like they need to come in every 6 to 8 weeks. I do a lot of balayage. That's the big trend, has been for the last probably 5 years, and I love that technique. It's really good to a lot of younger people who have, specifically college students who don't have a lot of the financial means to just be getting their hair done when they want it done. So that's kind of my brand in the salon, and my wedding brand is I do a lot of braids. I have a very boho type
I like that.
style. I'm not into that whole 2000s prom hair. I think we've moved past that. But yeah, my wedding brand is just kind of boho, also lived in, a little bit messy. Can dance the night away in it.
Ann Parachutes.
Yeah.
She's watching right now. She is awesome. She
love her.
says, we love you too. Rachel, Catherine, I'm so proud of these two. They're such a couple. They're couple goals.
So Rachel is my next door suite mate.
Mariah's my bestie, and she's such a treasure to have. Kopeny is a great business owner and just thriving. Great show. Next door suite mate at the studio.
She has her unicorn parlor. She loves her vivid colors. Yeah, so anybody who wants some
Vivid,
unicorn
yes.
hair,
Vivid.
go see her. I mean, she's fantastic with all color, but yep, she's right next door to me. We love working side by side.
You guys are getting so much props that I'm not going to be able to get to this. You'll see it on Facebook after the
gosh.
show. The food, everyone is talking about how they love your food. A lot of people are talking about Mike and your cupcakes. Do you make good cupcakes?
Yeah, we did make some good cupcakes. Yeah, we did. Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to leave it like that?
Yeah,
like
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that might be done for a while.
Yeah.
Perfect. Elizabeth Forbes McDermott, welcome to the program. Thank you for coming on the show.
Of
Thank
course, Jerry.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Our pleasure. I really enjoyed it. And Lauren, who's watching right now, says that you are fabulously talented and that you made her wedding extremely easy. And she said, please let them know that the power went out at our home. And Mariah was supposed to come over to do my hair at our house. And with no power, that wasn't an option. And then she quickly pivoted to the hotel where my bridesmaids were staying at. And I was really stressed, but she helped me get through it. And I'm grateful, Mariah.
Love her. She's so sweet.
That was great. Guys, we will archive the show in totality on ilovecville.com. Support the small business owners that are making Charlottesville better. These two certainly are. We close the show with the same message, and we ask everyone that's watching to please embody the golden rule. Treat the other people in your life how you want to be treated yourself. I think Charlottesville and the country needs the golden rule more than ever. For the next 2 weeks, we will syndicate the show across the I Love CVille network, which is 17 Facebook pages, 17 Twitter accounts. We have the third largest Instagram in Charlottesville, a newsletter that goes out to 130,000 inboxes, and we'll put this on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, and then the full version on ilovecville.com. My name is Jerry Miller. Tomorrow we tell the story of Billy Castle. Billy Castle has taken over a framing shop here on the downtown mall. He is also in Ruckus the Bulldog, and Billy Castle's father passed away unexpectedly, and he was kind of thrust into the family business and asked to take over it after moving from California to Charlottesville. So we're going to spotlight his journey as a small business owner and just highlight someone that I think is really doing great things from a music standpoint and from a family standpoint and from a Charlottesville standpoint. I'm Jerry Miller. It's the I Love CVille Show. Take care.
Awesome. Thanks, Jerry. Absolutely. Thanks, man.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks.
Seriously, so good. So good. We'll do one more thing. We're going to take a quick photo.
Sure.
And J-Dubs, did you get